So how are you? How you have been?
I am fine. I have been pretty well. I am fit
Okay.
as a fiddle.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
so
That's great. Great to hear that. Okay. So
yeah.
actually after a long time we are meeting here. So could you introduce yourself? Little
Yes,
bit.
sir. Really. Yeah. It would be a pleasure for me to introduce myself. So really, my name is Siva. I am from Uttar Pradesh, near Prayagraj. And if I talk about my profession, so I run tuition classes where I teach mathematics.
Hmm.
And apart from it, just I recently I started my YouTube channel, and I where I upload solo and conversational video.
That's great.
Actually, I am very enthusiastic to learn this language. So that is why day by day I am doing practice. And after 7 to 8 months, I did practice, and then I started to feeling bored. So then I thought we should make conversational video. So
That's
then my
great.
hesitation, so my hesitation will be removed, and then we can get more knowledge while talking video conversation. So that is
And
why right now I am making conversational video. I'm talking. Okay,
that's
sir.
great. That's great. And I really delighted after listening to you, and you improved a lot because very
Thank you.
first day I had conversation with you that day, and now you improved a lot. That's great.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
And it shows you are
Yeah.
learning consistently.
Yes, sure, sure. I'm not breaking my consistency. So because of this reason, I am becoming fluent and I'm getting knowledge.
It
Yeah.
shows in your speaking that you're doing the practice
Yes.
regularly.
Yes. Yeah. Every
And
day. I mean, there is one group also. I mean, you don't know or not, but there is one WhatsApp group.
mhm.
So just I do practice there also sometimes when I get free time.
Okay,
So
that's
this is
good.
why I am doing practice.
That's good. That's good. Really good.
Yeah.
So would you talk on any specific topic, or you will talk in general or a casual conversation?
Actually, sir, I have one topic just I wanted to talk with you. Sorry, what is the necessary in our life?
Hmm.
So just we have to talk about transportation.
Okay, you start first.
Okay. Thank you, sir, giving me this chance to explain something about transportation.
Hmm.
So, according to me, I mean there are four type of transportation. First
Okay.
one is a small community like that, minibus, bus, and
Hmm.
auto rickshaw.
Hmm.
And second one is a train facility.
Hmm.
I mean, every person they like to go with by the train.
Hmm.
And third one is air transportation like that, Hawaii jahaz and
Hmm.
aeroplane.
Yeah.
And fourth one is a seaport. I
Hmm.
mean, if it's not possible to import and export anything, so that time government and people also they use seaport. So
Hmm.
let me give some of. I mean, I want to explain about turn by turn all for transportation about.
Oh, I see.
So
Okay.
first one is like that small transportation. We can say that commute facility. So
Hmm.
if we need to go somewhere and then we are hiring. So I
Hmm.
think really it's very important nowadays. Who is
Okay.
living in village area and who is living in city area, uh, both of them, I think it's very necessary.
Okay.
Suppose if emergency someone they become any disease and they are facing some problem, so that time they can hire very easily
Hmm.
any community like the auto or cab, anything.
Hmm.
So and if I talk about in city area, so in city area, many people they are doing job and they go and come.
Hmm.
So that is why it's very important. Without a small commute facility, it's not possible to go anywhere to doing job. So that is why it's very important. And second one is like the train facility,
Hmm.
transportation. So when it comes to go outside, out state, so I think really it's very important if we are going somewhere by train. So I think my our time and money also. So that is why we are preferred to go by train
Hmm.
out of station. So and also we can import and export something like that. Anything we can import and export by train.
Okay.
And third one is like that air transportation. So
Hmm.
really air transportation is really very important. Why actually some of think if government also they are sending exporting and importing, so it's very necessary and very important. Why actually it will take less time. So if they
Mhm.
want to import and export, so very easily they can import and export. And sometimes also I think who is belonging to rich family, so then
Have you ever been in a flight?
1 second, 1 second.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Have you?
just I was saying about 1 second, 1 second. Hello. I will call you later. I will call you later, sir. Give me 10 minutes, 20 minutes. After 20 minutes, I will call you. Hmm. Yeah, sorry, sir.
No
Thank you for
issues.
being wait. Actually,
No
just I got
issues.
one
No
call.
issues. No issues.
Yeah. So just I was explaining about air transportation.
Mm-hmm.
Air transportation. So really, it's very important. Sometimes what happen? Who is belonging to rich family? So
Mm-hmm.
they, if they need to go like that Mumbai, Pune, and anywhere, so they
Mm-hmm.
just use air transportation. Really, it's very easy, and we can reach very soon, very less time.
Mm-hmm.
So suppose some of people who is living in other state, other big city, so that time if they need to come back at home like that, if someone they are facing some disease, so that time it's very easy to reach at home. So that is why we are using and we are taking benefit from that airport, air transportation. And fourth one is like that sea transportation.
Mm-hmm.
Really, sea transportation also very important. I think when it comes to go any sea or any river and
Mm-hmm.
any I mean, river. So then we can cross that river very easy with the seaport.
Have you ever
And
been?
many,
Have you ever been in
yes,
a ship?
yes, yes, yes. Actually, I forgot that time near about 7 to 8 year ago.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to go, sorry, Goa.
Mm-hmm.
So that time, I mean, Mumbai to Goa. So that time I went there by the bus. So that
Okay.
time just we yeah, it was necessary to take I mean seaport. So
Mm.
that time I took.
Okay.
So this is the benefit. Yeah, and third one is like that air transportation. So when it was a corona pandemic,
Mm-hmm.
so that time I think it was more essential. So that time government they supply food and medicine. So really it was very important. And other way, every time government and people they are taking benefit from that.
Mm-hmm.
So these are my point. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I want to add something here. You talk about the
Okay.
transportation, and you
Yes,
said
yes, sir.
you said well, and you narrated in a good manner. That's I appreciate to you. So the thing
Thank
is,
you.
and you said there are four kind of transportation, right? Which is
Yes,
provide
yes.
for serving to the public, right? So
Yes.
first transportation is the road transportation. Okay,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
suppose I'm living in metro city, I'm living in Delhi. If I want to go
Yeah.
with my family outside somewhere in local, I mean in inside the city,
Yeah.
that time I book cab through the Ola, or there are many kinds of applications available through that we can book the cab. So many
Yeah.
sometime I book the cab, sometime I book auto, sometime I book e-rickshaw through that
Yeah.
apps. So it's very easy nowadays because technology has improved, technology has
Yeah.
enhanced. So everything in our
Yeah.
hand. So if we want to go outside, and if we want to go outside of the city, suppose if you want to move from this city to my hometown, I'll book outside cab. Outside means which is transporting to city to other state or nearby
Yeah.
around 150 kilometer, 200 kilometer, because my hometown is 160 kilometer apart from here. So usually
Yeah.
I book cab, outsider cab, or sometime I
Yes.
go by my car also. So it's very
Yeah.
convenient. And public transport, there are many kind of, like if you want to go to my hometown, I can go by the roadways bus, private bus, and by cab. There are many things. And
Yeah.
government also use many kind of transportation and available in India, which is provided by the
Yes.
government. And the second transportation is railway. Railway is
Railway.
railway is, you know, if it's actually a cost effective transportation. If you want to
Yeah.
move one state to other state, suppose if you want to travel more than 1000 kilometer, then it's not possible to go by car. If you are alone,
Yeah.
then you have to
Yeah.
select the train transport. So if you want to go at low cost, then you have to choose train. If you have the
Train.
if you have the good amount, then you can choose aeroplane. I mean, you can
Aeroplane.
choose the air transport. So
Yeah.
sometime what happened, because last time I visited Mumbai, and I searched many trains, and finally I found one train, that is Garib Rath. In that train, what is the
Okay.
facility actually? I tell you, in 1000 rupees you can get the three tire AC. So I selected that,
Okay.
because I also found many other trains which are, there are, the cost of the fare was very high, like more than
Yeah.
2000, 2500, like 3000 for three tire AC. So I selected Garib
Yeah.
Rath. So there are many kind of, train available which is provided by the government. We just select and book the ticket and go. And now I'll
Yes.
talk about the air air transport. Last time I
Yeah.
visited in India, last time I visited, Bangalore by flight. And
Okay.
before that, I visited by flight Hyderabad. So it takes only
Yeah.
1.5 hour to reach
Yes.
Bangalore.
Yes.
It's very convenient. But to be very frank, if you ask me what is my, I would love to all the time travel in train only, because that is very
Okay.
comfortable journey. I don't
Yeah.
feel comfortable when I travel in flight. It's not
Yes.
good for me, because after doing that, completing that your journey, you feel something in your ear. That sound is very
Yeah.
high, and all the time I use headphone in my ear, because this is the problem I have. And I visited four
Yeah.
times Saudi Arabia. I visited Thailand. I visited Dubai. So I have lots of the experience about the air flight. I mean air
Yeah.
transport, and
Yeah.
it's really very convenient, because if you want to travel Saudi Arabia, it takes only four and
Yeah.
a half hours, and sometime four and a half
Okay.
hours, sometime 5 hours. So you can reach in that hour to the next country. I mean, any other country. So this is really
Yes.
very convenient to go, some other country. And government also provided some train like nearby countries. Like if you want to travel Bangladesh, you can select the train as well. If you want to travel
Yeah.
Pakistan, you can select the train. If you want to travel Bhutan, there also one train is available that will be reach.
Yeah.
You can reach till border, and then you can go by the other transport, like road transport. And now I'll talk
Yes.
about the ship. I mean, the
Ship.
sea transport. Sea
Yeah.
transport plays vital role to improve our economy. Why? Because government is doing export and import, and many businessmen and whatever we needed from the other countries, this is the very low, at low cost we can get the product. The transportation
Yes.
charges is very low. And if some
Very low.
product, if you want to send something quickly, that you have to select the airway, and
Yeah.
then you have to pay more. Okay, so this is the
Correct.
thing. And export and import, it's been done by the sea transport, because this is the cost of the transportation is low. And sometimes we have to
Yeah.
send by the flight, whenever we needed to reach that packet or something uh, quickly, so then we use the
Yeah.
air flight. So I have
Yeah.
ship experience also, because last time, in last year in the August month, I visited Thailand. Phuket. Phuket
Yes.
is the Thailand country city, and that city has many islands. There are
Okay.
8 islands, and I visited all islands. And I traveled in the ship for 1.5 hour.
Yeah.
Then we reached those islands, and it was amazing experience for me. And I
Yeah.
would love to
Yes.
visit again if I get the chance in my life. Yeah. So sea transport also plays vital. Suppose if you want to visit Mumbai or Mumbai to Goa, if you
Yeah.
select the sea transport, then you will get the different kind of the experience. Because I
Yeah.
only first time it was my experience. I also traveled before that when I visited Goa, but it was only for 10 minutes or 15 minutes travel on by the ship.
Yeah.
But when I visited Thailand, then I had experience 1.5 hour journey. It was by the ship, and it was amazing. And I also
Yeah.
experienced a 1 hour journey by the boat. I mean motorboat. It was big kind of
Yeah.
motorboat. It's not actually the ship, but it was amazing. So these kind of
Amazing.
these kind of transportation available by the government of Thailand, and it was really good. Yeah, this is from my side.
Yes, yes. Great, sir. I glad to hear that. Yeah.
Thank you.
Actually, you explain many kind of places. I think abroad also you visited, so that is why you have a more experience. So you have
Yes,
explained, and then I appreciate to you.
thank you.
Yeah, great.
So my question is to you. I like to ask you
Yeah.
what are the aspects you are using to improve your English nowadays?
Nowadays, sir, I didn't change anything. As
Mm-hmm,
usual, I was doing practice. Same thing
mm-hmm,
I am following, like that, speaking and
mm-hmm.
listening.
Okay.
Two things is I know more. And
Mm-hmm,
then after, I mean, right now, it's summer season is going on. Even if rainy season is going on, but I think I am feeling more scorching heat. So
mm-hmm.
that is why I am not giving more time. I'm not
Yeah,
doing listening.
I
I
can.
mean, reading. Just only I follow reading
Mm-hmm,
and no, no, sorry. I mean, I just watching and speaking. Two things I
okay.
am following. Sometimes, not regular. If I get
Mm-hmm,
time, so just I try to read book. Actually, right now I have four books.
mm-hmm,
Two books I have done, and third one is just I started to read. I mean, not punctual.
mm-hmm,
Someday, if I get time, four
mm-hmm.
five pages just I read.
Okay.
Yeah. So
So
in my actually when I was schooling time, so that
mm,
time I used to write, I used to read,
mm-hmm,
I mean, speak, not speak, I mean,
uh-huh,
reading, writing, and listening, I did. But when it
okay.
comes to speak, so really it was not possible, and also I didn't do. So
Mm-hmm.
right now, I am focusing more than more speaking.
On speaking.
Yeah,
Okay, that's good.
if I speak more, so definitely sometimes I will stuck. And if I stuck, so I will find out some of solution.
Yeah,
So
that's
speaking is more better or improving.
definitely. If you want to learn speaking any language, you have to speak. Then only you can learn.
Yes.
Otherwise, it's not possible to learn. Because if I take one example here, suppose if you want to learn driving, and you know
Yeah.
how to drive, you know how to shift the gears, you know how to do the balance, but before sitting
Yeah.
on the steering you can't learn the driving.
Yeah.
So like this,
Yeah.
if you
Yeah.
know how the good grammar, if you know the good vocabulary, if you know the good way of speaking, but if you are not speaking, and you cannot
Yeah.
speak at all. So this is the real
Correct.
example. Yeah. So, and the second thing is, one one observation from my side to you, you are
Yeah.
speaking well, okay, and you have the good enough now you have the good enough confidence as well, and your way of
Yeah.
speaking is commendable, I mean to say amazing. But one thing,
Okay. Okay.
okay, so it's been around 23 minutes, so shall we
Yeah.
wrap up the session, or you want to ask anything to me?
Yes, sir. Yes. We should wrap up our conversation and
Yeah,
we
otherwise,
can.
because if it is long video, that would be monotonous for the audience, okay, that would be
Yes.
boring for the
Yes.
audience. Okay, and it's nice
Yeah.
talking with
Correct.
you,
Correct.
and keep on doing and
Yeah.
doing,
Thank
and
you.
that's good, amazing. Bye
Thank you,
bye, take
sir.
care, thank you so much, bye bye.